WURG 94.9 The Urge, Haddonfield's home for rock.
I'm Willie the Kid, and there is nothing you can do about it. What's gonna get our moss out?
You pretend like you moved on, but you're actually just obsessed with death.
This time, he's more dangerous.
Hey, what the? I got you, you psycho! You started this!
I know you're here. I've run from you. I thought maybe you were the boogeyman. You're just a man who's about to stop breathing.
So what's up, YouTube? Welcome to the JEFFMAN316 Pop Culture Reporter channel. I'm your host, as always, JEFFMAN316. I'm getting relaxed because we said at 10 o'clock we're going to start Halloween Ends on Peacock. And anybody that shows up here, I'm going to watch it with you. I don't have my earphones in for my mic, so I can't tell whether my audio is working. So somebody hit me up with a chat. Michael's still alive. He always lives. Okay, can you hear me fine? Because I've got my I've got a Roku device and I've got my earbuds synced to this. So when I listen to the TV, I don't want it to show up over the stream because I don't want to get hit. I mean, Universal has been hitting me with copyright claims left and right. So I don't want to have to fight them for this. So you're only going to hear me. I'm going to have the movie in my earbuds. So hopefully everything's cool. I'm not going to start at the 10 o'clock, so we got about 5 minutes, but I wanted to get my app working and make sure that I got everything. So I'm going to have to put my glasses on because it's across the room. So I got my TV on over here, and what we'll do is once we hit 10 o'clock, I'll count to 3, and then we will start the movie together at the same time. Anybody that's logged on, and what I'm going to do is probably maybe every 15 minutes or so, in case anybody joins in and wants to know what we're doing, I'll let everybody know what the time is on my stream of the movie. I didn't catch your Ends review. Did you come to realize how bad it was yet? No, I haven't. I actually think I've liked it the second time I watched it. I didn't know what to think the first time. I really didn't like it. I wouldn't say that it was one of my favorites, but the second time I watched it, I actually liked it. Once you get the venom out of your system, then Michael Myers isn't in it as much. It didn't bother me. Watching baseball, my Astros are winning, possibly heading to the World Series. Boo, Astros. But I was a Dodgers fan, so we didn't make it. But I don't like the Yankees either, so I guess I got to root for the Phillies. And Dougie's here. Hey, man, so did you sign up for Peacock? Were you able to watch it? Ends isn't the best, but worth watching. 2018 is the best. Yeah, I think I like them in that order. 2018 Kills and then Ends. But I wanted to just kind of have it on record, what we talk about here. And then, like I said, we'll stream it together. But I think there's a lot of positives in Ends where it doesn't get a lot of credit. This will be my second time watching with you. Yeah. So this will be, I've watched bits and pieces, but this will actually be my third time watching it. So, I'm going to see, I've already, like what I was doing was I was looking back through it for some, I got to see what it says. Hold on a second. I'm using my phone app for the first time, so bear with me because like I said, I can sync it to my AirPods. And there you go. I think I'm back at the beginning. So let me get it synced on my headphones. So we got 3 minutes for the countdown. So if anybody is keeping score there. All right. So mine's working. And I got it paused. So we're ready to go. They had a good idea and ends with just sloppy and didn't execute too much of a love story. Yeah, I mean, I think it would have been better if they had introduced Corey earlier, and then that way him and Allison already knew each other. So we can talk about that as we go. If we've all watched it before, say 3, 2, 1. I will. Once I get ready to hit pause, it's 9:58 by my. I'm gonna go by my Apple since that's the device I'm using, my Apple phone. It's 9:58. As soon as I see 10, I'll hit unpause on mine, and then we'll go. Yeah, I got it paused at 0:00, ready to go. So, like I said, I thought it'd be cool. Any of you guys want to chime in? I'll bring it up on the screen as we go, and we can do some talking points. I think all of us have seen it. So, I got a beverage. I popped me some corn. I put it in my McDonald's Boo Bucket. So I apologize if you hear me chewing a little bit, but this is a watch along. So I'm going to eat like I'm at the movie theater. I got me a beverage. So 9:59, and we're about ready to go. So this is the first one I've done on the channel. So hopefully this goes well. Scott's here. What's up, Jeff, man? What's up, Scott? And then Jeff, yeah, I heard that somebody did that they started a petition to do reshoots. They are not doing reshoots, especially the amount of money they invested, and then it didn't make much. I heard that it dropped like a lead balloon this past weekend. All right, it's 10 o'clock. Is everybody ready? So actually, I'm going to do a 5. So I've got mine paused. So I'm going to do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So I just hit the button and we're starting Halloween Ends. I got the peacock logo. And here we go. I like this intro. W who? W. Nothing you can do about it. Just so you guys know, if you watch Halloween Kills, when the escape patient steals their car and wrecks it, when they go open the door, that intro right there is playing from that radio station. So it's little details, little threads all the way through these movies. The Midnight Monster Hop. Did you guys know that was a real song? Yeah, I heard about the petition too. David Gordon Green must be here, and you hear how bad the movie dropped off. Yeah. Black Adam came out too. I saw that. Did you guys get the Halloween 3 vibe with the color of the blue font there? I did as soon as I saw it. And a lot of people were pissed about the 2019, knowing this was going to time jump, that you started with the flashback. I want to put my glasses on. My television's mounted all the way across the room, so. You fell asleep during Black Adam. Didn't help. I was tired. He does little cool details diehard fans would notice. Yeah, I know. They're such fans. It was sad that people got pissed like they did. She was a little too promiscuous. Seemed like Alan would do, like from what we saw her in 2018. Yeah, if you think about it though, if you discount, wait a minute, a little prick there. You can tell he's gonna be a prick from the beginning. If you discount the Corey part, Michael got his movie in 2000. I mean, Lori got her movie in 2018. Michael got his in Halloween Kills, and then this is more centered around Allison. I just got the book from Amazon. I've read the first couple chapters. It's really good, and it gives a lot more detail. I think if they had made this movie a little bit longer, add another 10, 15 minutes, it would have really helped. Shit, man, I gotta get some better glasses. Is Black Adam? No, Black Adam is only in theaters right now. Lots of girls have a bad girl phase. Well, dude, she lost everybody in her life, and then she comes around to almost like she's got a lost puppy that she wants to take care of. Yeah, he's laughing. Little prick kind of deserved it. Yeah, I don't know if I go so far as he deserved that, but he deserved something. He deserved an ass whipping, which they don't do in 2022. This part here, some people were saying that maybe that the little boy had to curse because he said that he was ever since the Michael Myers thing, he was hearing people in his sleep, in his dreams or whatever. There's Corey in his full Arnie Cunningham look. Yeah, they do start off strong. Like I said in my review, I love that they use the John Carpenter's thing here, and their thing from Another World. The original version was what they were watching in Halloween '78. He did kill that one kid in the truck. Maybe that's because he said he wanted to dance instead of hunt. Maybe many didn't kill kids that young. What's with this kid? It's all like karma and fate because he isn't even supposed to be there. Like the girl canceled at the last minute. He's their fucking gardener, or mows their lawns, not gardener. But what's with him and there's chocolate milk? Because he doesn't drink the beer, he gets the chocolate milk, and then later when he's in the store, he's getting chocolate milk again. Should have played Mr. Sandman. Yeah, I do think they should have played it at the very end. I thought that was cool. She made this zucchini bread, just leaves it out on the counter. Wouldn't that shit get like stale leaving it out all night? It's to show he's a good kid. Yeah. Because he drinks chocolate milk. There was a group of people that I was reading in a Facebook group. I guess they're in denial about, Michael Myers not being in as much. They kept saying that maybe Michael, they were hoping that Michael was in the house here at the beginning and that he had somehow passed that curse on to the boy. And I was like, you guys are reading way too much into this movie. This movie is about Corey and about him, the trauma that's going to drive him over the edge. Michael wouldn't be in his house. He's a rich, snobby kid. Yeah, I agree with that. I just leave him. I go back down there and watch TV and just ignore his ass. Sorry I'm late. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Hey man, we're at shit, I can't get We're at 7 minutes and 20 seconds into the movie. Corey's just starting to go up the steps, looking for Jeremy. If you want to get it ready. Good evening. Hope you're doing well. What's up, Mr. Old School? Appreciate you coming by. Like I said, we're about 7 minutes. My damn remote don't work all the way across the room. We're at 7:52 into the flick. If anybody wants to sync up with us. Corey's just going up the steps looking for Jeremy. Me and my girlfriend went to the theater watching. We both really enjoyed it. Hey, brother, what's up, Cody? All right, we're 8 minutes and 20 seconds in. If anybody wants to watch for a while, whether you start up now or not. Thank you for the timestamp. Appreciate it. Cody, your package is boxed up, and I got it ready. I'll send you the address label in the morning once I print it. Your winning DVDs. I'm at 8:14. Yeah, I mean, you guys are be a little bit different than me because obviously I'm live, so that's good. If I say it and it doesn't match, it's off a little bit, and one of you guys chime in and let the chat know. I didn't mind Corey and Allison going out. I'm a second ahead. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to get them both in trouble. See, the fact that he said that, I'm going to kill you. And look how far. Ooh, that whiplash right there is wicked. That picture of him looking over the railing holding the knife is kind of like Michael looking over the railing holding the knife in Halloween. Here it comes. Boom. And I do like that the themes got that little extra kick in the background. It kind of reminds me of the Halloween theme, 3 theme a little bit. Have a good night, my friend. I got an early start tomorrow. Have fun. Yeah, I appreciate you stopping by and supporting the channel. The kid following is a good shot. It was well done. Yeah, you have to admit, you might not like David Gordon Green, but he like lines up some great shots. I'm not sure if he uses the same cinematographer. Love that theme song. Yeah, I really like this version of the theme in this one. And I didn't particularly like the burning pumpkins in the last one. So I really like the pumpkins basically going in and destroying the one before it and turning into a new one. I thought that was cool. I know in the last one they were burning 12 pumpkins, but I think you maybe should have saved that for the last one because you could have been like all 13 of the pumpkins, one for each of the movies. But I do like this right here. It was pretty cool. That sounds really good when I got my big speaker on my television kicked in. It's got some good bass to it. And that's basically an homage to Halloween 2 right there with the way the pumpkin rips open. What if Lori was the one who caused the bus crash in 2018? The only problem with that is that theory is if Lori was going to do that, she would try and kill Michael then and there. Yeah, no, Dr. Sartain is the one who made that bus crash. A definite buy on Blu-ray when it's released. My favorite stalking scene he kills when Michael stalks Karen and he's not even wearing his mask. Yeah, he's pretty much pissed off, dude, when they take his mask. Because he got his ass whipped by Corey down in there in this movie, and then when he takes his mask, that's when he does his sit-up. He's pissed. You know, a lot of people don't like the fact that Lori was so traumatized in 2018 and kills could she really get over all that and be where she's at, kind of happy and settled 4 years later, knowing Michael is still out there? Get off my lawn. This is one of the parts, if you watch my review, that I didn't like right here. That's the only way you know the Myers house is demolished right there. So obviously, where's Michael going to go if he always goes home and he has no home? He went into the sewer. I could believe if Karen didn't die, but her daughter dying, I felt like she would have even been more broken about it. Yeah, I do too. How can he weaken if he's still killing people? I don't know. I mean, he might not be killing very many people. So, that's Oscar's mom right there. She hung herself. And she's wearing a similar costume to what her son died in. Devil costume. Well, I like this little homage here and this where they show her. There's her daughter. They're going to show that photo. When do they show the photo of her friends on the wall from Halloween 1? I didn't know it was the mom. Good point. Didn't know that thought was just a random person. Yeah, that's Oscar's mom. I like that shot there with her eyes. She said let him inside. This is basically what's telling you that it's not Michael Myers isn't what's causing all this. It's the evil that's in him. Why would she be baking her a pie anyway? Did they show her in the last movie? No, I don't think you see. Wait a minute. You do see Oscar's mom in the last movie. She comes to the hospital looking for his body, and I think they show her screaming in when they show him in the morgue, don't they? When she's going to work in the morning, who's baking pies at like 7 o'clock in the morning? I think they should put more of that radio station in here. It's a good transition. He's the one ran the light. Look, it's telling him to stop up there. Look on the wall right here. The graffiti says love lives today. Remember, that was what was on the sign in the bar. And then that's when they said evil dies tonight. Yeah, I can see if it's Thanksgiving. That's true. So I'm assuming, is that his stepfather or is that dude just dating his mother? Somebody told me that Willie the Kid is somebody that does stuff on Instagram. I don't know who it is. Do you guys know? Evil dies tonight, yeah. But love lives today, man. Come on now. Had any of you guys seen this actor that plays Corey before now? Because I know he does some Hardy Boy show that I'd never heard of. I don't watch a lot of regular TV. He's actually a pretty good actor. I think gets a lot of shit. They said that Jamie Lee Curtis and David Gordon Green warned him that he was going to get some shit after this movie. There's old Willie the Kid back there. Did anybody else feel that this dude was way too old for Allison? My ending would be traumatic itself at the end. Lori kills Corey. Allison kills Lori, then slits her throat. Michael grabs mask, walks outside, takes his breath, dies. Mr. Sandman. I'd have had Michael grab Lori's leg and pull her ass down into the crusher with him. And then while Allison watches. Never saw him in anything else, but his acting's great. I like him. I think he's just getting a bad rep. Somebody said, the cop looks like he could be her dad. Yeah, I know he's old. Looks old as hell compared to her. She's obviously way older than the part. I think she's at least 4 or 5 years older than the part she plays. But I was looking up that cop is Officer Mulaney. You know he's got to be kin to those Mulaney's that were picking on Lonnie and Kills in the flashback. Those redhead kids. Yeah, he was too old, and the bullies picking on Corey are too young. Yeah, I know. Like Corey's stuck in that weird age. I think he said he was 21. You know, the first time I saw this, I didn't know they were in band, all of them, because I figured that guy with that Letterman jacket played sports, and I didn't see the stripe, and I was like, what the fuck is he wearing? Is he wearing bibs? What the hell is this guy wearing? And then after the second watch, I realized they were all in the band. So this dude's getting harassed by members of the band. This guy, he's a prick. Hey, we seniors over here. You got to buy some beer over here. You fucking mooly. I'm sorry, talk about like soprano shit like back in the day. That's what I thought he was going to break into. Dude, this guy's a prick. And what's with this guy's mullet? Could he have like the worst mullet ever? B.S. Yank scored the tie game. Oh, well. Yeah, Corey's like 24, beat up by band geeks. Yeah, like I said, with the worst. And why is he calling him a pedo? Nobody ever accused him of being a pedo. That's just stupid. Except this Doug seems like a dick. I think Corey's 21, isn't he? Or was he 20? No, he's 21. Yes, right. In the flashback. So now he would be 4 years later. He'd be 20, going on 25. Young Morgan Wallen. I think I'd probably be bleeding a little more than that. So what did he do? Move from New York or New Jersey? You immediately knew this girl was going to die as soon as you met her because of how shitty of a character she was. I'm glad Doug the cop dies. Yeah. The rumor, when this was coming out was that doctor was going to be the connection between the two of them, but maybe their therapist. I didn't know he was going to be a prick that was screwing this girl half his age in the office. It's been 4 years. Shouldn't it be 2023, or is my math off? Unless she was just rounding. Maybe she was like 3.5 years or something. So I guess the rule is everybody in Haddonfield is like pricks. Everybody is. I mean, other than Hawkins, is anybody nice in this town? Well, it was 2019 when when the kid died at the beginning, and Lori says it's 4 years later. Yeah, but Corey's at the beginning, it said Halloween night 2019. And then Lori says 4 years later. The doctor's so weird. I thought for sure Michael would be recaptured and he would be his new doctor or something. Yeah, and if not that, I thought maybe that he would be their therapist and he would find out about Michael or something. Yeah, I don't think anybody cares. Yeah. Just because her car's rattling, how does he know it's just the muffler? It could have been anything. Or is he just trying to get her pants? God, that's like dad jokes. If somebody was saying they didn't like Allison in this and they thought her character was weak, I think she's pretty damn good in this. See, that goes into that rumor where everybody was talking about that radio tower was going to have something to do with the power or whatever. Like he keeps looking at it. Yeah, it's somewhere around 2022, 3. All you need is a lift and 2 screws, foreshadowing. Yeah. She's hot as hell. Yeah, I know. I like her, man. She's cute. And then Lindsay, I wish they'd done a little more with her. I laughed my ass off when I heard this line that Lori's getting ready to say. Right here. Why are you showing Grief your tits? I don't like Allison in this only because she doesn't seem like the same in 2018 he kills. Like, I don't think she would be open to dating anyone after all she's been through. Well, I'm thinking that she went out on one date with Doug and then wouldn't call him back. Maybe she wasn't ready. And then when she meets Corey and feels like he's broken and worse off than she is, she wants to try to fix him, even though she says that's not the case. So I think she probably hasn't really dated anybody this whole time. So maybe she's just horny as hell. It's been like 4 years. Because I guarantee you she didn't give any of that Doug guy. There's foreshadowing for you. They're showing you the Crusher. I'd kick that kid down the stairs and go on a date with her. I can't say too much about her. I'd be a creepy old man. She's like half my age. She is hot though, especially right here. I like this look she gives him. Like she don't give a shit about learning how to ride a motorcycle. He's all serious about trying to teach her how to ride a motorcycle. I don't see Allison's tits in this probably would make the movie better, but not much nudity in these films besides Rob Zombie's. Yeah, that's true. Friday 13th was always the one for the nudity. Somebody told me she was nude in a movie. I hadn't looked though. Did we catch Nick Castle's cameo? It's during the party. He opens his jacket. Yeah. I mentioned in my review. Did you watch my review? I showed you a little part in there. Well, we'll talk about it when it comes up here. I think they needed Frank more in this movie. What if they ad-libbed that catch because he missed it? Listen to the music in the background. It's like a symphony version of Fear the Reaper. It's like the classical version of Fear the Reaper playing in the background. I didn't catch it until after my review. What other movies Allison been in? I know she was in that movie. She was in one recently with that was on Shudder. Hold on a second, I'll look. Son, about like she's got a young son. That's the movie that was on Shudder. Assimilate is the movie that somebody said she might show the goods, so to speak. Hey, who was it that said they saw Black Adam? What you think of that chick played in Black Adam, the main actress? I thought she's fucking hot. Why can't Nick Castle be Michael in this? Doesn't do much. I don't know. They did use him for the breathing. He does all the breathing in there because I saw him recording his breathing session. Frank was a great character. Didn't do anything with. He was awesome in 18. Yeah, I know. He was wasted in the hospital like Lori in the second one. Doesn't do much here. That one blonde babysitter, one of Al's friends, should have survived. Well, they could have killed her on Kills, but she was hot too. Yeah, she was. They should have done more with it. They always kill the hot chicks in Halloween movies. Even if she confronts her here, what does she give a shit of what she bought in the store? What does that have to do with anything? Her neighbor, she was like in the middle of the woods, like, and it was like nothing on either side. They even made fun of that, I think, themselves in the last movie, talking about how far off she was. They could barely see her house. Oh, what I was saying is, was it Doug? Did you see Black Adam? That redhead behind was good looking though. I like the main Latino woman, and look her up on Google. She's been in some stuff. Yeah, that was a reach. Yeah. So I think they should have done all the scene transitions with stuff from that radio station. This scene here weirds me out, the dancing part. But that's Nick Castle right there, the one in the red was leaning on the table. You'll see him in a minute. I want that scarecrow mask, but I want it with blood splatter on it. Here it comes, I think. Yep. Right there. There's Nick Castle. See anything you like? What's with all the rubbers he's got in his jacket? Can I say rubbers on here? They're going to mark it where I get, I won't get monetized for this video. I've only had one video where I couldn't monetize because of something raunchy I said. This Jig Jockey was a dick. Usually, if actors, they usually die. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I liked him up until you meet him at the actual radio station. I'll tell you something in a minute what I heard online about Allison. You can tell that the fan base is so toxic over this movie that they're trying to make up scenarios and shit to explain or how to make the movie better or justify in their eyes. They were saying that right here that Allison is then learned some type of witchcraft from Lindsay and that she's putting a spell on him right here, and that's what ultimately makes him evil, and that she's controlling him the whole time, and that if you knew, she knew everywhere he went during the movie. I'm like, what? I would believe Lori would know where Michael was before and that she's been monitoring him before I believe that Allison was witchcraft. Sorry for going off topic, baby. You watch VHS 99? Yeah, I recorded my review for it before I got on here. Have you watched it? What'd you think? You can give me a little blurb here. It doesn't matter. We can go off topic, especially doing shit like this. What kind of dancing is this? Am I that uncool? I mean, if I went out dancing, and am I going to have to do that? Am I going to have to get on the floor? Is that what they do in 2022? Creepy witches. Yeah, you have to admit, a lot of a-holes in this movie. Most of them. I haven't seen, come on now. You need to at least watch the first 2 VHS movies. They're really good. Yeah, it did. It wasn't bad. Hold on a second. I'll tell you. I want to tell you something about this part. You know that what's the actress that plays Lindsay? Kyle Richards. You know, she's on that Housewives show. You know that meme that they did all the time where the woman is screaming and then they show the other part in the meme. She's the one holding back the blonde woman in the meme. And so they're saying they got the idea right there of that meme of her holding back that blonde woman from that. Shit, how much did I miss? Let's see. I blame Danny McBride. Floors is gross. Yeah, no, who wants to lay around and dance on the floor? He doesn't mind. He gets on the ground to fix her car, and then he gets on the floor to dance. Yeah, Kenny Powers. Looks like some demon-possessed dancing. Oh, they twerk now. Well, I know they twerk. I don't mind a woman shaking her ass, but I don't want to get... You got to get on the floor and crawl and shit? Who wants to do that? I'm not getting the floor. Too old fat for that. Sorry if you can hear my crunching. I thought she was pretty good. This is some pretty good acting right here with both of them in this scene. She's trying to hold his hands. Look. See, she's back crying right there. That's a pretty damn good acting. I think people need to get off her case. They just don't like the fact that Michael Myers is in it and they got to shit on everything else. Like I always tell you guys in my reviews, I try to find something positive in everything that I watch. I found one or two little things in the Munsters. You eating those chocolate balls. Those were Reese's Pieces. I bought a box of them when I went to the movie to see Black Adam, and I didn't eat them. So I figured I'd eat them in here. No, they weren't Whoppers. They were Reese's Pieces. I got them at the dollar store. I like that music right there. How it changes tone. You know it's some shit's getting ready to go down. That dude with the mullet is not cool. Non-spoilers, how was Black Adam? It was pretty good. Holmes, I want to see this part real quick. See, that's the theme about, see, like hate and evil, everything's like contagious, it's infectious, it grows. That dude in Mo looks like the opposite version of the actress from Pearl. He reminds me of that dude from Road Trip. What's his name? I forget his name. DJ Stalls. Something, I forget his name. Something like that. There's that Baxter girl. People thought that was going to be part of the plot, because they filmed a scene here and somebody saw that in the behind the scenes where that Baxter girl was missing. I wonder if that's one of. Did you see Michael walking over there on the side? You saw him walking up. It's really quick. Before he pulls him down. Here's my thought. Why did Michael pull him into the sewer if he wasn't going to kill him? What state are you in? I'm in Virginia on the East Coast. What state are you in? All right, well, so this is a little bit boring. You was asking me non-spoiler about Black Adam. It was good. If you like superhero movies and you like action movies, I think I say this in my review, you'll like it. It's nothing boring in it, and it's pretty non-stop action for 2 hours. One of the main problems with it is not fleshed out enough because DC is now a decade behind, and so they're trying to sometimes cram too much stuff into movies. Mass. Oh, that's cool. Not that far away. They took Pearl out of theaters too soon. Didn't get to see it. It's going to be on video, Blu-ray next month. Walmart's got an exclusive slipcover that I saw. I didn't see it either, but I was worried about Pearl. It was getting too much overhype. Usually when a lot of movies are like that, I don't like them. So and I knew it didn't have a lot of action, so I waited to see Pearl at home. Maybe Michael got bored and wanted company or wanted to scare him before killing him. I don't know. Here's the weird part. So if Michael dragged him into the sewer, and he's obviously been out, he was knocked out for a while. Was Michael going over to another tunnel or something? I can't tell here. Or is he just hiding in a crack? It looks like it goes all the way across because you can see light behind him. Why was he in that crack? That was weird. This is the part where internet goobers think that Michael transferred his evil to him. That's not at all what I think happens. If you watch my review, you saw Michael's reflection in his eyes. I think Michael is basically seeing the trauma that he's been in, and that he realized I know that there is some type of connection there, but I don't think they transferred any power. I don't think Michael is supernatural in this timeline at all. I think he did make like a connection to him and realized that he was a troubled spirit or something, and that he had something going on with him, and it just kind of made Michael just release it. All right, what did I miss? I thought he was paralyzed at first. Yeah, I didn't know. Felt like they did the same thing with Justice League. The team was too little, too soon. I like The Rock. Yeah, if you like The Rock, you'll like it. If you've liked any of his other action movies, they imply he's been eating people in there. Yeah, I know he dragged people in there. If you looked right over their shoulder here in this part, there's a fucking McDonald's like right down the road. Does they not sometimes throw food in the dumpster? Maybe Michael went down to the dumpster at Mickey D's and got him some leftover food. Did you watch Halloween Havoc last night? Shotzi was looking so hot. Yeah, I watched Halloween Havoc last night. It was actually pretty good. That ladder match to start it was good. You know, I'll just go ahead and be blunt. I'm not a fan of women with tattoos on their breasts. And I know she's even got tattoos on her nipples. I don't know. There's a horror movie that I've got that I reviewed early on in my channel where she's nude in it. So look up JEFFMAN316 Shotzi nude, I think, and you'll see my review of that. It's a really bad movie, but you get to see her in it. I wish she didn't have that weird ass spider tattoo on her chest because she is hot. I like her. I think they're just with Triple H in charge, they might not waste her. Pennywise is his roommate. Yeah. Michael probably also took dogs down there. Yeah, he's probably been eating like rats and shit down there. Michael saw the evil. That's what I say. They like had a connection there, and he didn't transfer anything to him. Corey already had evil in him from all this trauma from 4 years. It's just it's like it's starting to come to this bubble to the surface. People still think Michael can teleport, but if that's the case, he would have his way with everyone killing him. I know it's stupid. According to what the reason I got this book is somebody told me that a lot of the stuff that to fill in the blanks is in this book, that they basically admit in the book that Michael is 100% malnourished and basically got infection all in him from all those wounds, and that's why he's basically on his deathbed. And so this thing, I know people say that they think that this might not have been the plan all along, but I think Michael's condition was planned all along. I think that's why they gave him all that abuse at the end of Halloween Kills, because they planned on him being weak in the in this version, this chapter. I mean, yeah. Well, just so you know, you're talking about teleporting. Somebody claimed that in the scene coming up here, that Michael, when he transferred his power, gave him Corey the ability to teleport too, because he shows up behind her here. I'm like, it's camera angles, dude. It's like a jump scare. It's just for the audience. He was behind her the whole time, and they were just lined up where you couldn't see him. And so a part that's cut out of the trailers is when she looks down here, and then she looks back down, and he is gone. So they were going to mimic the original 78 when she saw Michael for the first time, but they in the yard, I mean, they didn't do it. I don't know why. Right here, he didn't teleport. You got the book. I think I sent you a few positive things about what. Michael's also a childlike. That's why he doesn't kill children. Yeah, I mean, he's technically he was a child, and then he never like matured much past that, you would think. I really like the novel adaptation. Yeah, I went ahead. They were so cheap, and I bought the novels for all three. So I haven't decided, am I going to read ends? I was thinking about reading it and going some videos where I go over the differences. You think anybody would want to see that? Yeah, that's just dumb. Yeah, I agree. Oops. Seeing Pray for the Devil this Saturday. I heard that was pretty good. So let me know how it is. I might want to see it. I don't mind if they could teleport, but he's not supernatural in this, so it doesn't work. Hey, amen, brother. Michael, people just can't accept that he died, so they're trying to make out, they're trying to add different elements to him. I thought right here he was going to admit that he killed that guy in the sewer. I mean, the bum, but he didn't. He's talking about the boy. How's the book made it? I haven't read it all. I read like the first couple chapters, but it's already filled in some blanks. Like I'll tell you, it starts off at the very beginning. It's right after the massacre from Halloween Kills. So they tell you like in the first 20 pages or so, like 17 pages about all that. And then it leads into there's a manhunt going on from Michael, and Laurie's participating in it. So it kind of lessens the blow of the amount of years that could go by, and then nobody's really doing anything. No, it tells you some of the stuff they were doing to try to look for him. I would want to see that. Okay, yeah. After I read it, I'll take some notes as I'm reading it, and anything I find. What I like to do on this channel is just anything I find interesting, I like to talk about on here. So Somebody joked and said I should read it and like do it in video sections of videos and read it to people. I'm like, you can just buy the damn book for. I know it's sold out right now. You can buy it. I pre-ordered it a long time ago, and they're shipping them in chunks because so many people bought them. Same. I thought it was strange how he is like, I killed someone and proceeded to tell Allison about the accident and not the actual murder he committed. Yeah, just right before that. That was funny. I like this scene here. I thought that was well filmed with them looking at each other. And this woman here, she reminds anybody that's old as me in here, she reminds me of Ruth Buzzy from Laugh In. Anybody remember who she is? Lori's like, I now realize that it wasn't evil in Corey. He was just pissed off about his mother. How much different is the book? Yeah, like I said, I haven't read it all, but they say they fill in a lot of the gaps. Like I said, what I'll do is I'll read it here, and then in a couple weeks I'll if I finish it and I like it, I'll make a video and tell you guys some of the differences in it. Even Jason can't teleport. Like if you watch a YouTube channel called Cinema Theory, they talk about how Jason is able to move around like he's teleporting. I know it's just funny camera tricks and jump scares and just being silly. Nobody ever said he could teleport. But I think it's funny when they add that stuff in there. This is a good scene here too. I think shows the two of these could act. I think people are pissed that it went almost 40 minutes without you seeing Michael, but they had talked about Michael on the radio. Lori had talked about him. It's kind of like in 78, where after the first kill, you don't see him for a while. And there's a lot of people talking about him and hearing things about him. So it's more about setting the atmosphere of Michael. Did you hear The Exorcist is coming to 4K next year? No, but I figured it would. Those catalog titles are hit or miss lately. Like somebody told me that Transfers from Full Moon was an awful transfer. I'm not buying that. That's why they did the underground tunnels for Friday the 13th. Yeah. Yeah, this guy's a douche. Talking, like I said, once again, town full of pricks. She is literally sitting there with a man, and they just got food delivered to their table, and then he's such a prick that he's got to come over there and hit on her in front of the guy that she's with. Fuck this guy. Not sure how deep you go into micro budget, but we interviewed Chris Seaver yesterday on our channel. I don't go too deep, and the only reason that I got a little deep into it was because I was I started talking and being friends with David Sterling, so I get into a little bit of it just because of him, but I don't go that deep into the micro budget stuff. But I like anything that you guys like. I'm sure I'll like. So recommend something. Yeah, I like to hear that Corey manned up. That actually, it's like he levels up each time he's around Michael. I hate that guy. Yeah, it shows how he gets placed so fast. Yeah, that's true. The tunnels in the Friday 13. I'm ready for them to reboot that next, since we won't get another Halloween for a while. Is Peacock hurting the box office draws of Halloween Ends? No, I think word of mouth, because the internet dude is blowing that movie up. Like people just can't accept it. I like this music right here. Did any of you guys watch Twin Peaks? Because I got a full Twin Peaks vibe right here. The transition scenes in Twin Peaks when they're driving through the town and the one, stoplights there. And when they ride under it, you get a lot of the reflective light off of it. They did that, and it's got like a cool. And there is no way that he would say no when she wants him to come up there. Dude. See, maybe he wouldn't have killed if he went up there and just got some booty. Full Moon, they make like those Puppet Master movies, and I forget the other one, Subspecies or whatever. They made a movie, Trancers. It's had a bunch of sequels, and the first one is actually a pretty decent movie, and they released it in 4K. I heard Transfer was awful. I can't justify dropping 30 40 on a Full Moon. Yeah, I know it was up to 50 at one time on Amazon. People just go crazy with that junk. You think how bad the box office did? They won't make. No, they'll make another one, dude. Give it about 3 or 4 years. They'll come up with an idea. They got to figure out who's going to do it, because Blumhouse doesn't have the rights, and then they got to figure out, are they going to reboot it, or I think they should reboot it after 4. Forget 5 happened, and have it like Jamie Lloyd. Could be like just like the character. I mean, just like the woman in real life is Danielle Harris. Could be in her 40s. Or just totally reboot the whole damn thing. I think we'll get another Halloween. I actually think we might get a mini series or some one solid season of something Myers related. You could do like an anthology thing and have it where one of the chapters is about Michael and shit that he did between the movies or something. Yeah, the box office did drop 80%. Is what I heard. What movie? It was a Trancers. Tim Thomerson's in it. It's a decent, fun little flick. I've got a Blu-ray of it from back in the day, but they say basically avoid the 4K. And I love this scene down here in the sewer here, especially the lighting of it. It's almost like a blue hue to it. And you see characters in movies like all the characters from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Netflix movie. When you see them, you're like, kill that fucker, kill that bitch. I don't want that one to live. Get rid of him. This is that once you see this Doug guy, I'm like, you have got to go. Don't fuck with the Mulaney's. Remember that? Yeah, I like how this scene is lit. And as a cop, he would have a really good flashlight. Fast and Furious crossover. Maybe they'll go back and start before he kills when he was 6. I mean, I don't know. Do you really want to see that? They show more of him because Zombie did horrible with that. Yeah, that's true. Wish a company did Haunt in 4K. Yeah, Haunt is an excellent movie. It's very underrated. It took them forever to release the Blu-ray because it didn't come out at first. It came out on DVD at Walmart. We missed it. When he was going around, you could see Michael crouched down in the corner there when he was coming around. It's just he didn't acknowledge he was there. And Mike was like, acknowledge your tribal chief. I love when he reaches for the knife and they start playing the Halloween music, the theme. This is pretty fucking cool right here. Right here. I want to get the Trick or Treat Studios knife, but I can't find it anywhere. None of the stores around here sell anything like that. I would love if the Duffer Brothers or Flanagan directed something Halloween. Yeah, I know. We were talking about that in one of the live streams, so it's a good point, Duke. Said if each one of them did like a Nightmare on Elm Street or something like that. I think the Duffer Brothers could make an excellent Nightmare on Elm Street movie. Yeah, Haunt was great. It's got a good atmosphere. They use those clown masks. Well, here's when Michael has his orgasm. His killgasm. Wasn't there a movie called Deathgasm? Michael's having his deathgasm right there. Look, he straightens up. Michael gets hard. And then Michael's like, thank you. Now I got something to eat. If Bray doesn't dethrone the Tribal Chief Riot, I don't think he's going to dethrone him, dude. The Rock's going to fight Roman at WrestleMania. I don't think Rock's going to beat him either. And then somebody might beat him after that. There's more info on Friday the 13th movie out there. I'm hearing a little. I'm not hearing a lot. Just a little. Look, I'm like, was he smelling her? He leans her up against the wall. I was like, he's like the creeper from Jeepers Creepers. Oh my God. Speaking of that, I'll go off topic. Has anybody seen Terrifier 2 yet? Power up, Nutty. How about you lead heel and Haddonfield as Bray Wyatt? Yeah, no, bring him in there. He's got some cool ass masks, man. Did you guys see Uncle Howdy on SmackDown? Rock ain't gonna come back and unless it's a one shot. He's got a huge move. Well, yeah, but dude, they're dropping hints. Look, he's going up to get him a piece of Allison there. I thought that was cool right there. Mike was like, I won't bother Corey. He's getting him some, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave. And Lori's like, yeah, I don't want to hear them knocking boots. So she probably went back to the bar. And I like this scene here where he's concentrating on her until he sees that mask laying over there. I'd love to get one of those masks. Oh, you talking about that? I think The Rock's going to come back for a one-off. I think he's going to fight him. The Rock even did an interview recently, and they asked him about Roman Reigns, and he wouldn't really mention him, but he said basically you're looking at the Tribal Chief, talking about himself. So, and then I don't think they would mention him at all if they weren't going to do something. Me, I saw the second Terrifier the other night. What did you think of it? I just watched it. If anybody doesn't know, it got released on Blu-ray in England because they didn't get a theatrical release, and it's already been making its waves on the internet. You literally can go to YouTube right now and watch the full movie in HD. So multiple people have posted it, and they don't seem to be taking it down either. So I watched it today. I gotta let it digest a little bit. Saving big win for Breaker after Rock. Maybe. I think Braun Breaker will come up to the main roster after WrestleMania. We should do a wrestling stream one night. Or next we'll have to decide if we want to do this again next Sunday night. Do we just want to chat? We can talk about wrestling. Thinking of getting the collector's edition to Haunt, but I don't know. $36.99 seems pricey. That's with 20% discount. You talking about that box set? I bought it back in the day, and I think I paid about $35 for it because it was $50 and I got it $20. It's probably the same price I got it for. It's cool if you get the one I got. It's got look on the channel, man. I got a unboxing of it on there. Let me double check my headphones, see what kind of percentage I got. Hello. I thought it would tell me. Oh, I'm good. I'm still 76%. Let me in. Man, they fucked the Fiend over, dude. Vince McMahon, I wish he'd have been out of there about a year before. I liked it was okay. I expected Camden as an 80s acting. Art the Clown was once again stole the show. Actresses were great. Gore seemed overhyped, though, but I might just be desensitized. No, I just think it was too long, man. The damn movie was 2 hours and 20, it's like 18 minutes. You did watch the epilogue right after the credits started because it was like 4 minutes. Just Chris Jericho from AEW was in the epilogue part. It was just too long. It was good, but I liked the first one. A lot of people shit on the first one. Was like, oh, Art's better in this one. It's the exact same Art the Clown. I mean, he did literally the same thing. He just did more of it. The actress in it, the main girl, who she was hot, but nowhere near should have been a teenage girl in high school. They should have had her a college girl. You could tell she's a little older. She was a way better actress than the two chicks in the first movie. So I think that's what helps. And then the little boy was a pretty good actor too. Chance for redemption, though. Triple H is going to let Bray be more creative, and I'm not. Yeah, supposedly they've already mapped out his. Him and Triple H mapped out his first few months back in the company down to everything he's going to do, probably through WrestleMania. Yeah, I spotted him, but yeah, I liked art in both, but they could have cut it down. Yeah, man, it was too long in some sections. I'm out. Have a good. Say, appreciate you coming by, Michael. Think up some topics, man, we can do for futures. If you guys like doing this, we can do some more live watch-alongs too. Maybe once a month for the Sunday night live streams. We can do a watch-along. Allison should be in more horror movies. Yeah, I agree. How late to the viewing? It's fine. Somebody drop a timestamp to Sensational Cinema. Let them know where we're at. My TV is at 1 hour and 3 minutes and 40 seconds. But obviously mine might be a little different since I'm the one streaming. Now they're saying Punk is coming back. Now I don't think he's coming back yet because he will have a no-compete clause if he gets bought out. Sounds good. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, any of you guys that come on the channel regularly, drop some ideas, man. I like talking to you guys. This is fun. So we should do a watch along at least once a month on a service we all have. Yep, the CD soundtrack. Yeah, that's the one I got. That's a good set. Look at my review and you'll see everything in it. Check out the channel. Hi, Sensational. Yeah, Duke says hi. So spin it up, man. And you just missed it right here. That was the part I was pointing out where in the dark, you could see him stabbing the doctor before she even turned the light on. If you watch that cool, especially in 4K on a big TV, it looks pretty cool. You can see his hand stabbing into his neck. So she hurt his hand right there. This is, man, it's creepy right here. Do you guys think that he knew Michael was with him? That's one thing I want to try to read in the book. I hope they, Sensational Cinema, I was telling them I got the book upside down. And I'm going to check it out and see what's different. All right, Michael's coming out of her. I love this kill here. And I love that Corey's watching it. And I like that she sees Corey and then is almost like, what? You're not going to try to stop him? It's almost like Corey wants to hurt himself, feel the pain in his hand, like he wants to do it. See, she's looking over at Corey like, what are you doing? See, she still was over there looking at him. So here's my question. And you might have answered already. I was watching. Do you think, here's another transition scene on that motorcycle. I like his music. Like I said earlier, it's kind of like Twin Peaks a little bit. They would do that anytime something bad happened on the show. They'd have like a transition scene like that. Do you think he knew Michael was there? Because I've heard it both ways where people said that in the story, and I don't know if it's in the book or not, that Michael, he actually went with Corey there. But what did he do? All those memes people are posting with him riding on his back of his motorcycle. You know that did not happen. So what did he do? Just slowly lead him there? Or did he let Michael follow him and then he didn't know Michael was there until the door opened? Yeah, the motorcycle. I thought they went over together, but people are saying he just followed. But it would make sense if Corey helped him arrive. Yo, I mean, what is he going to do? Like, could you imagine Michael getting on the back of his motorcycle and riding? She slammed his hand in the door perfectly. Yep, right on the cut. So he felt the pain. Suck Spirit Halloween is only on DVD, but HD on Vudu. That makes no sense. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to see that or not. I guess I do, but it seems really, really cheesy. Myers is too weak to walk to the doctors. He totally took Michael out to go kill him. Yeah, but that just seems so cheesy. Having Michael on the back of his motorcycle. Terrifier 2 is like Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. No, I actually liked it a little better than Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. It's got some really gnarly kills in it. I'll give them that. But some of them go a little bit overboard. It's to the point where they look stupid. I thought he would be too weak still to walk across town. Yeah, well, we don't know how close are they. Maybe he's not that far away. Maybe Michael walked through the sewer tunnel. I can't imagine him riding co-pilot, but maybe that's why he didn't show him on the back. Yeah, that would be ultimately cheesy. Well, Michael did drive to a gas station in 2018. Did he, or did he just walk? I don't think did they show him drive? That's a good point. We'll have to look. Yeah, he agreed with me. Totally cheesy. I'm saying the supernatural element. Yeah. I agree with that. But Terrifier 2, here's it. I'm Willie the Kid, and there's nothing you can do about it. Why does everybody think that Lori provoked Michael? Fuck y'all up. Yeah, he drove. You can see him in the truck behind the podcasters. Yeah, I just didn't really remember it. I remember seeing him walk across the parking lot, and then that old woman at the gas pump sees him. But really, would you make your friend walk? The scene of them on the motorcycles, like you edit out, is something the audience just assumes. Dude, that would just, you think Halloween Ends fans are pissed now? You put Michael on the back of that fucking motorcycle and have him ride with Corey to the watch this part here. This is weird. Tells him to get out, slaps him, then says no, and look, lays one on his lips. What in the holy hell is that? To quote the little meme, the little video thing that I put from Blazing Saddles, what in the wide world of sports is going on with that? It's a very hidden camera shot, but Michael was in the car pulling him next to the doctors. Then it quickly shows Michael walking to the gas station. Yeah, I just didn't remember it. I'm pretty sure once I see it, I will. Michael was spying on Lori, watching Corey and Allison. Yeah, that's what a lot of people say. How did she know that he was here? How did Lori know that she's been following him? That's like Adam's family, Uncle Fester. Yeah. That's another thing I want to try to find out in this book. Did they detail out? Was Lori ever following him to figure out where he was at certain parts of this movie? If so, why when she maybe not would have randomly followed him into the sewer or saw him go into the sewer to see what was going on? Michael knows how to drive the motorcycle, but Corey's on the back, does wheelies all the way to the doctors. If you watched how hard it was to describe to Allison how it was to drive that motorcycle, I don't know that Michael's going to learn overnight. It's different jumping in a car and putting it in drive and hitting the gas pedal. That motorcycle had a few more moving parts to it than that. Does it bother you guys that they cut one of the main lines out of the trailer from this scene? I like it when she's like, yeah, we're both fucked up. Who's going to help him? Ain't no Dr. Loomis and Dr. Sartain. You see what kind of help they give people there. So I think he's a pretty good actor in this scene right here. I think people just can't stand the fact that Michael's not in as much and they're blaming this boy here. He's pretty fucking good. See, this is the part where he's like, Michael's coming for you, or he's coming back. Why did they cut that out? There's supposed to be 10 to 15 minutes or so added back, not into the movie because they're not doing an extended cut, but it's going to be added to the Blu-ray and the 4K. I wonder what is actually going to be included in there. And speaking of that, she kept talking about when she looked into Michael's eyes, it was the same as when she looked into Corey's. When did she ever look in Michael's eyes? In the first one, I guess she did when she took his mask off. But that would have been 40 years ago. When did she look in his eyes in 2018? Does anybody remember? That would be as much cheese as a deleted scene from Resurrection when Michael pressed the car alarm button on the key fob. That'd be worse if we got Michael riding on a motorcycle. His hair would be blowing in the breeze. Was he trying to play the Halloween theme on there? Thought that's what it sounded like when Allison hit when she was in there. I'm the first one probably in 2018, maybe during the fight. I don't know that she ever, I was trying to remember, like, that they ever locked eyes in 2018. Because you got to remember, none of the other movies happened. And she didn't see him other than when she took his mask off in the first one. I just think her saying that she's looked at Corey's eyes a lot. Now, here's the scene that everybody hates. Been cool if Michael, you saw him pick him up and rock bottom him. He said, "You're just a man in the Halloween mask. What are you going to do now?" And then, see, I think Michael's like, "Yeah, fuck this," and he's pissed now, and he sets up. In 2018, Michael did beep the police siren when he drove up to Lori's house after killing Sartain and the cops to lure Ray outside. Yeah, I mean, Michael is intelligent. Everybody acts like that he's a moron. I mean, the dude is pretty intelligent as far as, I mean, I guess he observes well and flashed the lights, I think. In 2018, when Lori shot Michael in the mirror. Dude, that's far away. You really gonna be able to look in somebody's eyes and tell what they look like? Plus, in the 2018, yeah, they rarely ever showed his eyes. It was like sunk back into the mask. Mike was obviously older, weaker, and suffering from his wounds and possible infection. Yeah, like I said, supposedly they explain in detail how malnourished he is and that he's so weak and he can barely do anything. The fact that Corey brought those people there and for him to kill, the one, and then he went there is like he's getting his strength back. And there was a rumor that one of the cuts had it where Corey actually brought him food and stuff and took care of him. That's why he goes to Lori's to get his mask back. Yeah, I know. He knows that Corey's probably going to go there because he saw Corey go there before. So this whole time now, Michael could be like the whatever it was, and It Follows, man. He's just walking. Corey had the use speed and the strength advantage. I know. Like, it doesn't bother me. I mean, this version of Michael, people just need to get over the fact that he's not the Michael from Halloween Kills. I mean, Michael got his movie in Halloween Kills, and he was a badass in that. Maybe in 2018, when he had her pinned with the shotgun, they stared at each other and he tilted his head prior to her biting on his hand. Maybe. That's a stretch. She acts just like that she's been studied him and seen him so many times that she knows. Look, there's Jean-Claude Van Damme. So what is this dude? I guess he stays at work all night because he didn't want to go home to that woman. Would you? Would anybody want to go home to her? I like and kills Michaels in Laurie's neighbor's bathroom, bandaging himself. Maybe he learned that in Smith's Grove. Maybe. I mean, he was 6 years old. He probably got injured a couple times, and his mom watched his mom bandage his hand, or with a band-aid or whatever. 11:01 p.m. it ends. This scene right here totally's got Christine vibes. The motorcycle's a piece of shit anyway. Why would they even care? And Myers kills so many people who would have exploded or overdosed from energy. Then he kills Karen. She's probably worth triple power because of the strobe blood. I don't see why he's weak. Dude, it was 4 years, dude. He hadn't had anything to eat. Yeah, it was like Christine. The part right there, this right here. Listen to this music. It's badass that John Carpenter is the one doing the music, because he can do stuff that's similar, giving you that same feel. I love score music in movies, especially horror movies. If it's good, it can just set the tone. And this is a good kill too, right here. The fact that it wouldn't have probably totally killed her. Jump scare. That guy's in the wrong place at the wrong time. He's hooked up with Corey, because of his mother, and then he's just trying to help people. So he's like a victim of circumstance. Wasn't he in a minimum security juvenile facility? He probably was able to socialize and learn things. Yeah, I mean, he's around people, and they probably had him in a setting at the beginning where he was in a group session. He is weak and ends. I mean, yeah, he lived 40 years not killing anyone. I wish they would have played the classic piano stock music in Kills. Yeah, that would have been cool. He's like a cat, chill until poked when casualties occur. Yeah, that's true. I like this right there. Corey? And he's going to I like it when he puts a mask on. Look, he teleported. You're dead too. This would have been badass to be on screen, but I think it probably would have made him cut it if it was in focus. Look at the way his whole inside of his face glows. With her having to watch. I like this right here. JEFFMAN316 says, I just sartained your ass. Yeah, I like Michael stalking Lindsay in the park. That's cool. That music there, that totally reminds me of Christine. Did you buy the new Scream Factory set? Which one you talking about? You talking about the three Halloween movies, the last three? Oh, that was good, Chris. Yeah, it was. Which factory set you talking about the Scream Factory Halloween 4Ks, that last set? Yeah, I did an unboxing of it on the channel, dude. They should have totally showed him killing his mother. I hope that it's in the deleted or extended scenes. That woman deserved her death to be on camera. Plus, if you remember all the videos and stuff I showed, they had the photo of him coming down, and you could see the ring on his hand. There's multiple times in this movie where they show Corey's hand with that ring on it. So I wondered if they were planning on doing some cat and mouse where you didn't know whether it was Michael or Corey. This scene has a total like Tarantino feel for me. And then everybody wants to see the extended Darcy, the male girl, kill scene. She looks so different with that blonde hair. I love the music playing right here over top of the kills. I liked how they showed you, make sure you knew he was live on the air. He fucks this guy up. Woo! Ooh. Yeah, I ended up using a 20% off coupon when I got it. Corey Dad one-liners. I love the tongue on there, and then she could still hear it skipping when she pulls up. I wish he would have just lived in a house of someone who lived alone. He killed them and lived in the person's house. Halloween night, Lindsay the Strode break in to hunt Myers, turn the tables. Yeah, somebody was saying that they were wishing that he had got caught, and when he went back to Smith's Grove, they transferred him to what was the other place? Something Hill. And that when they transferred him there, and they knew that night he was getting transferred, that Lori and Lindsay and Allison could have went after him. In the trailer, we thought this was Michael. Yeah, I know you couldn't tell. I thought it was. From where? No, I got it straight from Shout Factory. I had like a 20% off coupon code that I've been saving forever that I signed up for. Or wait a minute, or I might have signed up to get a coupon like using a secondary email. I've done that. I have to go back and look. I do that a lot. Sign up my wife or my son or whatever to get extra coupons, because like Party City and Spirit Halloween and stuff like that, you can only get one coupon to your phone. And then sometimes I use an app to do like, bogus phone numbers. If you like text now, because I don't like giving people my phone number if I don't know them. So I'll give them that, and so that I can use it for a secondary number. So I know a lot of people thought they were going to have it where Lori really was traumatized with Allison leaving and was going to consider suicide. I'm kind of glad she tricks Corey. This has been cool watching it with you guys, because it makes it more interesting with all those parts leading up to this. Yeah, you guys have to make some recommendations. Send me some ideas. And once this posts, put some stuff in the comments of another movie you guys might would like to watch. Because it'd have to be like something like this on Peacock or something. And a bunch of us have got the same streaming service. Come on, Laura, you can drink more than that. There you go. I pre-ordered the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 4K along with Amityville Horror. I was going to get I might still get the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 4K. I'm going to wait on that Amityville Horror, man. That's a late 70s movie, so I've been burned on getting some of those old transfers, and they look like garbage. A lot of grain. I got the Amityville Scream Factory set that's got them all in it. So I think I'm okay with just the regular Blu-ray. I wish he had done something more with Frank right throughout this part. Maybe he was the one there helping her or something. So I'm assuming she's fake crying. Seeing that right here, they even reframe this to where you don't see the full shot of the hand pushing the door open. She knew it was him all the way. I actually don't hate ends like everyone else does. The film has problems, but I didn't hate it. I'm going to watch it again. I like it. I like Halloween Ends. What was the purpose of shooting the wall? Oh, just to empty the gun out, I guess. So his plan to me is flawed, because even if he hears that it's Allison because of the car, that's cheesy. But when he kills us, stabs himself, why doesn't anybody question, like Allison question, why the Michael Myers mask is laying there? No one will. Maddie Duffy, hi, hey, how's it going? We're watching Halloween Ends. If anybody comes in late to the show, we're close to the end here. Where are we at? I can't see that shit. We're at an hour and 30 minutes. So it's wrapping up here. We're at the end of Ends, the final act. So everybody's talking about how that's kind of framed like her looking over him when he was on the dance floor. So it was like he was coming back to life when they first met, and now he's dying in her arms. I follow films at home, so I usually watch him to know. Yeah, I do too. Films at home dives deep into them, so I usually wait on some of those catalog titles to see what he says. They did the flashback scene so well. If only they would have been smarter writers, they could have told Loomis' backstory. We got virtually nothing on him. Allison was totally dumbed down. Yeah, I agree. Allison should have been a little bit more in this, since it was all about Corey. I enjoyed Ends. I do. I like Ends too. I mean, I've watched it 2 full times, and this is the third. Obviously, we've been yakking the whole time here, but I still enjoyed it. I mean, it's not a bad movie. I think people just had different expectations. The marketing was not good because it made it seem like it was Michael Myers the whole time and her. That's why I did so many videos on it leading up to it. I told people it wasn't going to be that way. I knew it was going to be more about Corey. If I could have only been a more of an influence, maybe people wouldn't have been so pissed at it. It's funny, the same people who bitch about Corey are also some of the same people that are like, oh, well, maybe Michael didn't kill Corey and maybe he got away and maybe that'll be. So what happens is they want to justify more to this story, and they know that Michael got grounded up. So they're like, maybe he didn't really kill him when he broke his neck. Corey having a recharge like when Michael gets knocked out. So did Doctor on 2018. I really love some of the songs on the soundtrack as well. Yeah, it's got some good music on there. You talking about the score? It's actually got some decent actual real songs in it too. We were talking about how the music is cool when it transitions scenes, like when they're on the back of the motorcycle during after the kills happen in the sewer. It's got like a Twin Peaks type of vibe, and the songs they use in it are kind of um, laid back and mellow. How about mid-level media? I watch him some. I don't know. I just don't connect to him as well as some of the other ones. I don't, if you know, I don't like to do a lot of news reports and stuff, and that's the way he kind of does. But he's actually starting to do more reviews, so I've started to watch some of his. So once I get a good feel, if I agree with most of his reviews, I'll probably watch him more. I've started to wonder whether I should do more reviews and not as far as whether I like the transfers on stuff. But I don't get anything in advance. And then it's hard for me to watch them and review everything on my work schedule. I love the opening scene in the movie. Yeah, the opening scene to Halloween Ends is one of the best opening scenes of the franchise. Is Corey Cunningham a nod to Friday the 13th? No, it's based on Arnie Cunningham from Christine, is what I heard. If you watch, go check out my channel. I don't want to interrupt this too much. I do a whole video where I compare Halloween to Christine and map out the whole story of how they're the same. Check that video out. I'm pretty proud of that video. The thumbnail I made, I thought was pretty awesome too. I definitely picked up on the Twin Peaks thing too. Yeah, it's good. Allison falling for Michael Myers' protege after he slaughtered everyone she loved. Even if Corey looked like Brad Pitt, I wouldn't want shit to do with that guy who fantasized about being Myers. Myers did Allison dirty. I'm waiting to get the Universal Horror Volume 2. Yeah, me too. Either that or on sale. This fight scene was way too short, is what people said. I don't know that it's too short because they're people in their mid-60s fighting each other. I think what's happening is you've seen almost all of it in the trailers and TV spots, so he ruined it. If they hadn't showed a lot of this, I think it would be fresh, like that right there. Him one-handing her over the table, and this homage to the original where she's ready to hit him with the knitting needle, and he's like, not a second time, bitch. We're not doing that." Him catching it. I like it when he's putting it in her ear here. They don't mention that. Did he get that damn thing down in there? Sounded awful squishy. Yeah, remember that one girl was talking about what happens if your grandmother, talking about Lori, what happens if she fell in love with Myers. Somebody was like, maybe this isn't Myers. Maybe this is one of the hobos or something. And I'm like, what did he do? Cut two of his fingers off and let him heal? Stabbed him in the chest, but it's in the middle. It's not in the heart. I love that right there. That's smart. I like that. I also like when he gets up, he goes all Jason from Friday the 13th 4 on her ass. You know what I mean? Allison should have been psycho like Lori was in 2018. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, she knows. She's like, I'm going after the big boy. I like how she shows it to him. Look at that. You can see his reflection in the mask and the knife. That's pretty damn cool. Look, she's showing it to him. You remember this? This is bad. You know, everything she does to him, that right there is pretty much the death shot. Hit him in that main artery in there. If he couldn't have got out, he'd have bled to death just from that. Look at that blood, how much pours out. And here's old man Myers. I'm glad they don't show his face dead on. Still a little mystery behind it. She chased him, tried to contain him, tried to forgive him. I don't even know why she would have tried to forgive him. She killed everybody she knows. A knife must have been pretty damn sharp. That right there, I love that. Seeing and the other Myers lovers are saying that right here is he transfers some of his evil into Lori. I like her looking back, almost like seeing her life, the things she's experienced with Myers. How about you? How about you? Do you count the Phantom of the Opera as a Universal Monster movies? No, I don't usually. Allison must be pretty damn strong. Didn't she just basically break his arm? Evil changes shape, right? Yeah, before we go, I'll tell you what somebody told me. I was thinking about doing another video to wrap up my Halloween Ends coverage, because there's multiple versions out there of people what they thought the ending might be. It was different than what we got. I like this shot here where you see the reflection of them holding hands and the blood on the floor. It's so much blood, you can see their reflection. She's sharing that final moment with Michael. There's his mask. Frank, where in the hell you been all night, brother? You know, and it's funny that Frank shows up and the damn sheriff ain't nowhere to be seen. Where's that guy at? He's about the most useless sheriff in cinema history. And somebody was like, when they didn't show Corey's body, well, they just acknowledged his body's still there because Frank and the other cop looked down at him. Not dead enough. So I guess they just had this rope from where they tie the Christmas tree and shit to the top of the car. Somebody was laughing and said, like, how long did it take? How did everybody in Haddonfield know that Michael Myers was going to be led in this procession? It's a pretty good song on the soundtrack. And, you know, I got that bootleg of the soundtrack like a month or so ago and did that video where I detail my favorite tracks. A lot of people said that wouldn't be the soundtrack. It turned out to be it was. It was the whole thing. Why did they release the soundtrack so late? The vinyl's not even coming out until January. That's weird. But some of the evil transferred to Allison. With the evil in Corey's sperm, did that transfer into Allison? Is that what you're talking about? I wish they included the silent one in the 4K instead. Yeah, that would have been cool. Shouldn't they have thrown Corey in there too? You would think. The sheriff was out on the edge of town at the casino. Yeah, maybe. Like even the woman in the wheelchair was able to get there. You know, a lot of people are bitching that they didn't have Lindsay here, but you know why she wasn't there, right? This procession was not the original ending. The rumor was they brought him to the junkyard and tied him to multiple vehicles and ripped his body apart, and that was the original ending. And then this one was this. They thought about it after the fact, and it was when they went back to do the reshoots, and Kyle Richards was already overseas in Europe promoting that Real Housewives nonsense that she does, so she couldn't come back to be in the scene. So it kind of, to me, it lessens it a little bit. I mean, to me, Lindsay should have been there. Yeah, so that's what I was just talking about. The actress wasn't available. She should have been in this scene. She's a survivor of the whole 44-year story. It just doesn't make any sense. So I remember the first time I saw this, even all the rumors that I had heard, nobody had told me how he was actually going to die. They just said Michael dies. And so when I saw this, I was like, there is no way they're going to actually show this happening. I was shocked. So like I said, you can read spoilers and stuff all you want, but until you actually see what's going on and see the visual, seeing his head basically get popped right there. And so, like I said, I thought it would have been cool as he was getting folded in half if he reached up and grabbed Lori's leg and pulled her down in there. So what do you guys think of that end? Were you pissed that they showed Michael get shredded like shredded wheat? If you go back and watch yeah, I know, ain't no way he's coming back from that. If you listen to a lot of people, they said that this isn't the original ending, this epilogue with her speaking, that the original ending was you see in the trailer where somebody knocks on the door, Allison, and she's got those bandages on her face and she won't let her in. It's because Lori has felt like evil taking over, like something is feeling wrong with her or whatever. And she basically tells Allison not to come in. It's almost like, I think she said to stop herself from almost strangling her. And then she told Allison to leave town and get as far away from her as possible. And it was because Lori was feeling the evil building up in her own self. So the evil was changing into her. So that's why she looked so sad right here. And when Lori was sitting at the table, she looked kind of sad. That the changing shape would be the evil going into her. But David Gordon Green, I read, said, I expected that ends. I wouldn't I wonder what's next, but I don't know. Allison is totally having Corey's baby. She will end up dropping baby Corey off at the fire station. He'll be raised by an adoptive family and he tortures them like Damien from the Home. It was time for Michael to die. Yeah, it was time for this version of Michael to die. That's what, if you watch my review, that's what I say. I mean, you can't continue to have a 65-year-old and he'll be almost 70 by the time they do another movie. You can't have that be realistic unless you're going to go with the supernatural angle, which they didn't. So yeah, this ending was tacked on after the original part was filmed to have a happy ending, that this wasn't on there, that it was like ambiguous about Lori being affected by the evil was how they originally wanted it to end. Blumhouse new talent. Well, they could do a Hulu series. Do you guys like this ending here? It's kind of like the first movie where they show here Michael breathing. And then I like how they show the mask laying there. I like that. I like the fact. You guys that missed the beginning of the stream, the I like the fact that they had the Don't Fear the Reaper playing in the background of in the grocery store, and it was like the classical version, like playing over the speakers. But I think it's cool. I like it. Like I said, I've liked Halloween Ends a little more each time that I've watched it. So what do you guys think? We watched it together. Did you like it more this time than you did last? And the Michael and Lori storyline has run its course. Exactly. We don't need to see any more of that at all. Unless Michael gets retired for good. No, I think the character will be back in a younger version, hopefully. One guy was talking about how would you think it would be cool if they reboot it, then started back at the beginning and redid the movies, but they had them with different actors, different stories, different takes on them, maybe add scenes and stuff. The ending was cool. I liked it. Yeah, I thought it was pretty. One or the other of them should die for sure, and I was just worried. This version of Michael is there's no way they could really continue with it. It's just totally unrealistic. Do you think they do reshoots? Nope. I mean, that petition is would have to get 200,000 signatures, not 200 or 2,000, and it's not going to get that much. But there's people that not enough people care about it. It definitely does not deserve the Hades again. I don't either. I think this is going to be one of those movies that 2 or 3 years from now, when you're sitting back and watching it, I think, like I said on my channel, I mean, me, it was like I went through those stages of where I had hated it, the idea, and then I almost got to the point where I accepted it, and then I was just ready for a Halloween movie. And so I took it where I could just sit down and enjoy it. The people that didn't know anything about it or know what was going to happen, I think they're the ones that didn't like it because everything was a shock to them when they were seeing it. The shock had already worn off to me. So this was a case where knowing some spoilers helped me, I think, settle into the fact that I should just watch it as a movie and not worry about it being as much of just a Halloween movie. Yeah, I was thinking a series, maybe a fresh reboot, she says. Personally, I'd like to see a whole Halloween 3 thing, new story every year. Yeah, an anthology series would be good. Or an anthology movie would be good. And you could sprinkle in some type of Michael Myers, like in between it every once in a while, of what happened during some of these, like you got 4 years to play with right there. If you could show something. I think I'm good for a while. I've seen this one. Yeah, I know. I think it's time for Halloween to wind down, and hopefully, we'll get the Friday the 13th reboot. Supposedly, they're going to do another Texas Chainsaw Massacre based on that Netflix one. I don't know. Did Hawkins lose his legs in 2018? I swear his legs were run over, but he was up and walking in ends. I think they forgot that what they wrote and just didn't. No, if you looked, he sort of had a little bit of a limp in the hospital, but I think he only got one leg run over. And then, hey man, they could put steel bars and things nowadays, and he would be walking around. I think I'd be more worried about the hole he got punctured in his neck and survived that instead of what happened to his leg. Especially that lady who got stabbed in the neck with the fluorescent light bulb and killed. She was up, she was still alive, other than they said she couldn't speak. So that was cool. I mean, that 2 hours went by fast when you're watching something like that and talking about it. I appreciate all you guys hanging out with me. I thought that was fun. Like I said, we should do this every once in a while, maybe once a month or so. So you guys should give me some ideas of some other movies we could watch. Maybe we should go back and watch the ones that get the most hate are obviously this one and Halloween 3. So I wouldn't mind. Are all the Halloween movies on Peacock? You know what? I don't think I wouldn't mind watching Halloween 3 sometime, but either way, you guys have to drop me some comments. Let me know what streaming services you got. What else? What other kind of movies we might go watch together? And then, do we want to do the next live stream next Sunday night? As of right now, I'll leave it scheduled for Sunday night. They brought Sandra back. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. They brought her back after she got her throat basically slit open with that fluorescent bulb. If she can come back, they can do anything. Not to be rude, I'm gonna probably have to drop off of here. I got like 2 drinks in me, and it's been 2 hours, and I need to take a bathroom break here in a second. Another hate we can do is, yeah, you talking about the Netflix Texas Chainsaw Massacre? That's a short movie. That's a good one. We should watch that one next. Is everybody that's on here do they have Netflix? Anybody want to watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre? What was the point of Julian? Yeah, I know. I think that was more out of respect for the little boy actor hanging in there and being in the movies. I think they just wanted to add him. Plus, maybe because they couldn't get Lindsay back, they brought him back instead because he was easier. Yep. So yeah, we maybe we'll do Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I don't know. You guys want to wait? Do we want to do it next Sunday night, or do we want to just have a live stream, or what do we want to do? Drop me some notes during the week and let me know what you guys think. I would be down for watching the Texas Chainsaw Massacre next Sunday night. That would be kind of cool. I liked how some people just randomly dropped in who weren't planning on watching it and dropped some comments and left. So it was pretty cool. But I appreciate all you guys that you do support the channel. I'm behind. I've got to do my Halloween ranking of all the movies in the franchise from worst to best. So that's the only Halloween video I 100% have to do coming up. Oof, that Texas Chainsaw was a doozy. Yeah, I know, but it might be fun riffing on it for an hour and 20 minutes, and it's really short. Yeah, let's as of right now, if I don't think of anything else, next Sunday night at 10, we'll watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the Netflix one. And like I said, that one, Halloween Ends, I really wanted to key in on it. That movie is kind of cheesy. We don't have to just talk about Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We can talk about anything anybody wants. I have not seen the Netflix one. Do you have Netflix? If so, let's watch it. Let's do it. You have a good night. Let us know what you decide on community poll. I will. I'm going to go ahead and put it in there as of right now. If that's somebody, I'll put a post and say if everybody's down next Sunday night, 10 o'clock, Texas Chainsaw Massacre on Netflix. We'll watch it, and then we can talk about that. Movie's got some dead spots in it. So during that stream, we can talk about what we want to do next. Everyone says it sucks, so I have been lagging on watching it. All right, watch my review. I do a pretty much a non-spoiler one. Watch my review on the channel. Look it up. I also knew most of the plot going into it. I did a video about that, and then like I said, let me know. I'm going to be reading this. If anybody wants me to give some updates in a video of this, let me know. I can do that. You guys can hit me up here in the corner, JEFFMAN316 on Instagram. I answer most of the messages the same day I get them. I check it like in the morning and at night. So it's been fun, man. I had a great time. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. This is really fun. Grow the channel. Help me grow it. Throw some shares out there when I post it. I'll try to do a better job. I know I'm really, man, my job takes it out of me during the week. So I try to post the stuff early, but I didn't get the watch along link out there until yesterday. What do you think of the idea of Michael versus Jason? I think it would be kind of cool. Hey, you know another movie we should watch? Which streaming service has Trick or Treat? The one with Sam in it. We should watch that one too one night. So there's lots of stuff we can watch and talk about. Let me know when you finish the book, when you then do. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll probably take it to work with me if I get any free time at lunch. I'll read it a little bit. So, all right. Well, I appreciate everybody that participated. This was fun. I love it. We're going to do more of these. And like I said, spread the word when we do them. Do me a favor when it posts. Anybody that watched it, hit a like on it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And then always, like I said, leave some comments because it helps. I want Michael versus Ghostface. Yeah, that would be good. Knife versus knife. I like when we get some traction on these videos, and hopefully we'll get more participation. I liked about, at one time we had 10, 11 people in here, and I was able to get through the comments pretty good while we were watching it. So, hey, made it more fun. And like I said, maybe somebody will go back and watch this when they're watching kills, and they appreciate it a little more from some of our commentary about it. That was another thing I was thinking about doing, is potentially recording a commentary sometimes when I watch movies. And if I do a Patreon, post it where that's the only way you can see that video is on there. But I'm not doing that. That's down the road once we grow the channel. For now, I think it'd be good just to do the watch alongs together. So I was trying to think if there's any of the normal people that stopped by that didn't at least come in for a few minutes. I don't remember anybody. All right, but I got all my stuff down below. Like I said, subscribe, comment, like. Anybody wants to send any kind of super chats or anything, my info's down there. I got a couple in the last couple weeks. I appreciate anybody. I always invest it. I just bought some stuff at the Dollar Tree this past week. And actually, I want to thank anybody that watches this. I actually got a Google payment for my YouTube during the week. It was about 2 months worth because I don't make enough to get a payment every month. But I appreciate that, and I'm investing it back in the channel and content. And as far as buying movies and movie hunts and all that stuff, anything I get as far as related to the channel, I reinvest back into it, at least for the time being, so as we grow this thing. So like I said, I appreciate anybody that came by, and anybody that watches it afterwards. Put some comments, comment on the chatter that we had, whether you agree with any of it. I love you guys. Keep it up. And until next time, boys and girls, this is JEFFMAN316, your pop culture reporter, signing out saying, you guys be safe out there.
Mr. Mayor, Chief, ladies and gentlemen.